names up too. Change the color of the names.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to. That's the thing I'm trying to keep in mind. Man of Steel had like a dark red, and then BVS we had just black because
Hmm.
it's BVS, I guess. But yes, you're still here. Yes, we are. I'm glad you're still here.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hi guys.
It's joking time.
It's joking time, or at least I thought it was. It is. You're absolutely correct. But hello, welcome to the DCEU review. 3 out of
Oh,
17 projects.
there's 17 DCEU projects.
There's 16 movies and then Peacemaker, which is the one show.
I'm gonna be honest. I really thought like DCEU only had like 12 to 14 projects,
You'd
or at least
think, yeah.
because it doesn't feel like they had that much.
No. Well, honestly, if you don't count Snyder Cut, which is basically just Justice League again,
Uh,
but not exactly. But yes, 3 out of 17 things, and uh, I'm David,
I'm Donovan.
and we are going to discuss and give our thoughts on Suicide Squad 2016.
The
Now,
second most polarized movie in the DCEU, right behind BVS for me.
mm, you know what? I might agree with you on that. This is my first time seeing this movie. I've heard it was not good. I've always
Hmm.
heard that, but you told me something different. And
Yeah,
what did you say about it?
I said like to keep it short. If you would have told me how, if I like if you would have told me back in 2016, was this movie ever good? I would have told you no. Far from it. Looking back on it now and watching it again, this movie is not that bad. I think this is why it's very polarizing because there's some good parts of this film and it makes a decent film, but the timing of when it came out made it seem like it was not. It also doesn't help the fact that like there were like so many reshoots and like different versions of the film, like the air cut and the stuff on the cutting room floor that didn't really make it, unfortunately. It's a
Mhm.
lot of stuff that happened with this film from what could have been good. I mean, from what could have been better than what we got. I think this movie is really, I want to say it's like really, really great. It has its ups and downs, but I don't think it's overly terrible like people thought it was. I think this movie is very overhated, if anything.
I could see that. For me, I'd say so first time watching it, um I would agree with you in a sense. It's giving me Venom 2018 vibes. I think it's giving like uh it's messy and
Yeah.
all that, but there's some cool stuff to it that could be better, but what you get is like you're like, hmm, yeah.
Plus, you could sit up here, kind of like Venom 2018. You could actually sit up here and kind of enjoy this movie in some
Yeah,
aspects.
sure. I mean, honestly, it is kind of a turn your brain off kind of movie in my opinion, but
Uh,
I'd say yeah. We are going to discuss it though, and there are some things I'd love to talk about. Uh,
yeah.
so what do you say we just jumping on into this?
All right.
All right. So we start off with opening logos, blah blah blah. after the logos, we go to Louisiana to a prison site, and was where this is where we get introduced to our some of our main characters, and also the song "There Is a House in New Orleans" is playing because they're in Louisiana. So there we go.
Did you get it?
You get it, guys. Um,
The first of many copyrighted songs that they use in this film.
yes, and we're not talking about like in 5 minutes. Like it's less than five. It's like a minute later we get another song, but
There's a particular scene in the movie where they use, I think, 3 back-to-back copyrighted songs.
mm,
Not even letting it breathe. They literally use 3 back-to-back songs, and it's like, why?
yes,
It really gives me the vibe or impression that like they tried to be Guardians of the Galaxy so bad, and it did not work.
no. Um, so we get introduced to Will Smith's character, Deadshot, and I forget he's in the DCEU. You know, I never really picture Will Smith doing this, but he was there.
Half
Um,
the characters, except for the more memorable, I mean, half the characters you actually forget that are in the DCEU, they exist.
hmm
Even some people in this movie.
yeah. Um, so the guards show up to his cell. Uh, they give him some food. They say, "Open up, Floyd." He says, "Only my friends call me Floyd." And the guard says, "You ain't got no friends, Floyd." And
But
just
you have Donnie Wahlberg.
that is Donnie Wahlberg. Um, but basically, the guards just or Mark Wahlberg's brother. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark Wahlberg's brother making fun of him, and he's messing with Deadshot, and he's like, "I'm gonna break out of here and I'm gonna kill you." And he was like, "Oh, you're threatening someone in staff. Let's have some fun. We're gonna beat you up." So they do, and that happens for a little second there. Um, so then we get introduced to another character and another copyrighted song. Um, Harley Quinn,
Yep.
doing some not trapeze. That's not what it is. She's hanging from the cell with a like a
With like
long.
what looks like was hanging by clothes or bed sheets, probably bed sheets.
It looks like bed sheets, yeah. While playing "You Don't Own Me," so I mean, I guess I would have been fine with this song if it was played like at another point in the movie. But starting out like right off the bat with this song, there's not a lot of context because you could equate that to like her relationship with Joker, but
Hmm.
I just think starting it off right off the bat, especially to this new rendition of the character, I think you'd want to start fresh and like show it later. Personally, um, but so Walmart Mark Wahlberg shows up at Harley's cell, and they start flirting and all that. And Harley's supposed to be really hot in this movie. That's the
He's
thing.
hot.
Oh no, he's hot. um. So she's not allowed to touch the bars, and then they tase the bars, and there's a flashback. There's another thing too. There's a lot of flashbacks in here.
Yeah.
A lot of colors and weird effects to them.
Weird effects, weird colors, weird like imagery of like what they're trying to showcase here.
Yeah. Um. So it's just her in the cell, basically getting abused. It seems like I don't know.
It was showing flashbacks of her getting abused, I guess getting experimented on.
I think that's what. Yeah.
And then she runs full force into the bars head first, and then I think KO like knocking herself out.
Yep. It was kind of funny, but um, And then our third, no, not our third character. We cut to, I believe, Washington D.C. And Amanda Waller. This is Amanda Waller's introduction. She gets out of a van and she's about to meet some guys, but she has some narration. The world changed when Superman flew across the sky.
No,
No,
you had Wonder Woman.
you did have
You had
Wonder
the
Woman.
Justice Society. To be fair, you also had Batman. No, it
Yeah,
didn't.
you had Batman for 20 years already.
You had Batman for 20 years. Bats is in his 40s in the DCEU.
Yep,
You had a Wonder Woman in 1910 and 1984.
yep.
And again, you had Justice Society from Black Adam. So I don't want to hear that.
See, this is why unplanned prequels do not work.
No, this is why trying to stretch out an entire universe and only your second film doesn't work.
That too. Um, so it changed when he flew across the sky. Then she says, and then it changed again when he didn't. Ooh, and then it shows a
Yeah.
guy selling T-shirts and costumes.
But the thing is, it wasn't just the DCEU Superman logo. It was the comic accurate Batman and Superman logos he was selling on t-shirts.
Why?
It's still
We don't
the
know.
best worst thing I have ever caught in that movie was that.
Yep.
And I even told old David too. I was like, "You're gonna love this part."
I
He didn't
sure.
even know what it was. You were gonna love it. And sure enough.
Yep. Yeah. This is a problem in later movies as well, but we'll get to those when we get to those.
This is like if they had the MCU Spider-Man and they showed the top, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man T-shirts
Oh
instead.
man.
That would have been funny.
Oh dude, in Age of Ultron, they have like graffiti of like the 60s Avengers.
Do they?
Yeah. There's a deleted scene especially where they have Captain America and it's like defiled, spray painted, like you suck kind of thing.
Uh huh.
But it was the 60s Captain America head with a MCU Captain America in the real world. Which is I hate that because it's like it's a new thing you're doing, and then connecting comics to that, it's like what's DC, and then you have a Professor X moment in Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
I don't know. That Deadpool moment was low-key funny though.
Yeah. Um. So basically, Superman's dead, and she says, "And that's why I'm here." And then the Suicide Squad logo pops up. Very colorful with guns, very shiny, very photosensitive. Uh, so we'll get to the. Should we talk about it now, or should we wait till we get there? I was thinking about kind of mentioning that statement she just said,
What say, man?
where like Superman's dead, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Should we wait till a little later?
I mean, if you want to say it, you can.
Um. So yeah, let's wait. I think that we'll get there when we get there.
Alright.
I was just trying to find some filler for the boring stuff. She shows up at a restaurant and meets some government officials. It seems like,
Including Red Guardian.
including Red Guardian. He's not
Why
Russian.
is David Harbour in this movie?
That's a good question.
Why is he here?
I like
Like,
David
character
Harbour.
wise, he doesn't actually serve a purpose. Why is he here?
I guess this was like before his stardom because of Stranger Things, so he was just kind of like a supporting
Crazy you
actor.
say stardom because that man looked like he was in his 40s for years.
Yeah, he really does. Um,
And here's as there was it Was it in this scene when they're talking about the characters?
I don't remember. I'm gonna tell
No,
you.
where Amanda Waller was like telling David Harbour's character and like the others are like military guys about the like the squad members themselves.
Oh yeah, she's about to do that right now.
Yeah, well,
Um,
this is my first complaint about the movie, but I'll let you explain it first, then I'll give it off. We'll give off
okay.
one.
So we got this guy named McKinsey, who's a general, I think, and he says we lose a natural hero. That's not right. A national hero is what I meant to say. We lose a national hero, and
That people did not like.
yeah, we lose a national hero. But you can sit there looking like the cat that ate the canary, and she
Ha!
says, "I've eaten a lot of canaries." Okay.
I
Anyway,
shot out Black Canary.
yeah. uh, so basically says she finally has them, the worst of the worst. Which brings out a top secret. It says top secret on the notebook that she has with the three
Yeah,
ring
just to
binder.
make sure it was classified. It's
Yeah,
friendly reminder.
yeah. So it's like, so these people have abilities, I hear, and she's like, "Yo, yeah, they do have abilities. You know what the problem with a metahuman is? The human part. We got lucky with Superman. He shared our values. the next
Did he?
the next Superman might not. Homelander.
I'm just saying. Dad actually had a Homelander in DCEU,
Who?
and he was strongest Superman. Oh, y'all cooked.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all cooked. That's all I can say.
Yep. So yeah, did he though?
Did he really?
Did he? He grew up in Kansas. Give him
Which
a
is
break.
about as American as it gets.
Yeah, he's here to help, but it has to be on his own terms. Bro, like crashed into a jet or a drone a few times. He broke 2 drones in the span of 2 movies. So, yeah. And the guy's like, "So you're playing with fire here?" And she's like, "I'm fighting fire with fire."
Firefly.
So, yes. Firefly. So we start off with our characters. First up is Deadshot, who we got a peek at earlier. And this is where you have to like pause the movie a lot because they say a lot of stuff. But I'm not going to get into all that unless you have something to say about it.
What?
Just the stuff they list off in his little like character profile with all the guns he shot and all that.
Oh yeah, he can shoot a potato gun.
He can shoot a potato gun.
He can shoot a potato gun for some reason.
Yeah. Lethal from 4,000 meters. All
I
right.
don't know if a spud is that strong, but all right.
He'll make it work. And then rap music because
Because it's Deadshot,
yeah.
and it's Will Smith, who used to be a rapper at one point.
Yeah. So there you go. So he's labeled as the most wanted hitman in the world. So
Meanwhile,
he's
Deathstroke and Bloodsport, they existed.
yeah,
Meanwhile, they existed.
exactly.
I guess we just don't care about Deathstroke either.
Mhm.
Neither did the DCEU.
Nah. So yeah, it's Will Smith just basically being himself, but with guns, and he's waiting on top. Go ahead.
I kind of like the little thing they do. Is like him showing off his skill as actually ricocheting,
Mm-hmm.
because he can actually ricochet his bullets. And there's a thing with him too. He has the moniker "the man who never misses," and he pretty much shows it before he's supposed to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I like the exchange he had with the dude on the phone too. I also like his outfit. I like
Yeah.
the outfit.
Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, he does this cool thing where, well, before he actually shoots the guy that he's supposed to get, he attaches something to a fence where they know they're gonna be at, and he's up on a roof, shoots at a little deflector thing, and that bounces
Yeah,
off of the deflector and hits the guy that he's after. So that's pretty cool. Um, so then he puts the mask on for like 1 out of 3 times in the entire
yeah.
movie.
Because apparently Will Smith didn't like the material, either that or he was allergic to it. But from what I heard, and take it with a grain of salt because I don't remember much of it, he didn't want to put the mask back on. Even though they're like, well, we can change. Even though, like, I don't think anybody in the studio was like, well, do you want us to change the material? Maybe they did, and I don't, and I just, maybe they did try it and it just didn't work. But no one, but like here, but like thinking about Will Smith, they probably asked if they wanted the material changed. He still didn't want to put that mask on,
No,
which sucks because the Deadshot mask wasn't that bad. It could have been better though.
sure.
He only wears it for like once or twice, and it's just like, what was the point of you having this if you don't want to wear it?
Do you think it's a star power thing where like a really big movie star has to like show his face?
See, I don't like that. I don't like that because it's Star Wars did the same thing. They did it with Kylo Ren, where it's like, oh, Kylo Ren has a mask. It's cool. We have to take it off. Oh, you have the Mandalorian in the exact show in season 1 where they straight up say verbatim, if you take your helmet off, you are no longer a Mandalorian. What do? Show Pedro Pascal. He's no longer a Mandalorian.
Mm.
Why? Yeah, Star Wars did it. DC did it. To a degree,
Marvel.
Captain America kind of did it too.
Oh yeah, I think
To a degree, they all did it in the MCU, and it's just like,
first
eh.
event. I think first Avenger is good for like the final battle anyway.
It makes sense if it's for the final battle, but like, buddy, if it's something like, let's say, the Winter Soldier, and we're in the beginning of the movie, you don't
Oh
take your
dude,
helmet off. You don't ever take your helmet off in front of the bad guy.
he doesn't even wear a costume for the majority of the movie.
No.
And also, I think Civil War is probably the most consistent with him actually wearing the helmet and like
Yeah.
entire costume.
Yeah.
And Endgame at the final battle, but
I would still say Civil War because Endgame, there were some times where he didn't have a helmet or a costume either.
true, yeah. Infinity War, yeah, that
No,
didn't
we don't
count.
talk about Infinity War because that man did not have anything.
He looks cool, but it wasn't.
Civil War had the most consistent cowl usage. Infinity War had the most consistent outfit usage.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So Amanda Waller mentioned something about leverage and weaknesses, and mentions that Will Smith, Deadshot, has an 11-year-old daughter. So
Oh.
nice, Waller. You're horrible.
Yeah. Nice, Waller. You have stalked and may or may not have harassed a child. Congratulations.
Good job. And Will Smith loves his daughter, and it's his ex-wife and stuff like that. He can't see his daughter that much, and she's like, "I know what you do for a job, but I still love you, Dad." It's like, "Oh, okay." And then they go down an alley, and then Batman shows up.
The first of many appearances in these flashbacks.
Yeah. So they fight a little bit in front of their daughter, and Will Smith pulls out, I keep calling him Will Smith, Deadshot pulls out a gun and aims it at Batman, but his daughter's in the way. She's blocking him. She's like, "Don't do it, Daddy. Don't do it."
What's crazy is like Deadshot could easily ricochet that bullet if you wanted to.
That's true.
Not to mention when he's like, when the daughter's pleading for him to surrender, he surrenders. She moves out of the way. What's stopping Brody from quick drawing and hitting Batman?
Yeah, you could do
Could
that.
have done that too.
He could have done that Timu movie curved bullet thing.
He curves the bullet. Deadshot probably could get away with curving a bullet.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
He probably could get away with that.
Yeah, I think that they do the same thing in another comic book movie called Wanted.
Oh,
James McAvoy and Angelina Jolie are in it.
okay.
Um, but I know they do a curving bullet thing. So Batman gets his bat cuffs out and cuffs him up. So he goes to jail. What was it? Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn,
I still blame the
flashback.
daughter,
Yeah,
L daughter.
the heck. So then we get a flashback of Harley Quinn. So
And here's
she's
another inconsistency in this film.
yes, she's dancing at a club, by the way, and
Um, we don't know
whatever.
why.
We don't know why.
And there's a part in the film that I call the inconsistency because it says, um, it was something about like it wasn't co-conspirator. Was it co-conspirator or something?
It was accomplice.
Accomplice to the murder of Robin. That text shows up,
Hmm.
and in this, David Ayer was saying how she was an accomplice to Robin's death. Only thing, she wasn't even Harley Quinn before Robin died. So she couldn't have even been a part of that.
Right.
How does that even work? You weren't even there
No.
because that's what the movie was supposed to be. In the scene, it was supposed to give off like he was supposed to. I mean, Ayer was saying how she was supposed to be an accomplice to Robin. Only problem is she wasn't even Harley Quinn yet, so it
Right.
couldn't have even worked.
Yeah.
That couldn't have worked. But
No. And then we get more like flashy 3D texts and stuff. There's one cool part where like the Arkham Asylum gate has like pink lights around the word Arkham on the gate. I think that's pretty cool.
I just like the fact that like we just disregarded Joker.
Oh, we're getting there. So her name's Harleen Quinzel. How do you feel about that name, by the way?
I mean, that's how it was when she first was introduced as Harleen Quinzel. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just the fact that, like, oh, you went from Harleen to Harley. You went from Quinzel to Harley Quinn. 2 and 2 make 4 together. You could be easily deduced as Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
It's not really that bright of an idea.
Not really.
But then again, she's not really that bright either.
No.
So she's not really that bright either. So
Mm-hmm. But yes, Miss Harley Quinzel was assigned to Joker, the Joker.
ew.
Yeah, and apparently, for some reason, she's fallen in love with him. We don't know how.
They don't see how. They don't show how. She just does.
Yeah, she just does. And then Joker says, "There's something. Can you do something for me?" And she's like, "Anything. I mean, yeah. Sorry, yeah." And he says, "I need a machine gun."
She's like a machine gun, and
Yeah,
then he just gives off this low chuckle, and it's just like it's just like okay. There
yeah,
are some parts of this movie where there's like 2 parts in this film. This being one of them, where no, actually 3. This being the first, where Joker can't be proven to laugh really good.
yeah.
The thing is, Leto's Joker can let off a decent laugh. This man doesn't want to, for
No.
whatever reason. He has to sound like he's a dying chicken being choked to death.
How did his method bring him to that? That's my.
How
It makes no sense.
You know, they say there's a method to the madness. I would like to know how. I would like to know. I would like to sit down with Jared Leto and talk to him. How the heck did you method act for this?
Yeah.
What was going through your mindset? What made you choose the things you decided to do in this film?
Yeah. How come we've gotten 3 method actors in a row to play Joker?
Ledger was oh yeah, I forgot Ledger method act. How did we get three method actors to play Joker and two of them actually did method acting well?
Right.
Two of them actually method act. The other one acted like he was method acting. He was just
Yeah.
being a prick behind set.
Yeah. I just want like an actual, just a Joker actor that doesn't have to method acting to still do a good job.
I mean, that's what Jack Nicholson and Cameron Monaghan was for.
Yeah.
I wish Monaghan actually had a better hand at being Joker. I'm gonna be for real, because he
Bring him
was not
back.
bad in Gotham.
No, I've
Bring
heard he
him
was
back.
really good. Yeah.
Bring back Cameron. Give him an actual Joker.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know he should have been the Joker in Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. Ooh boy. Dude.
Bring-
And then I could actually like if you gave him a different look and stuff, I would I could understand like Harley falling for him then maybe a little bit.
Yeah, because it's Cameron Monaghan. I will see her falling over him over than
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
And he's a good looking guy, but other than that, I feel like he'd also have like more character to go off of than whatever Jared Leto brought.
I would say Monaghan's would be far more comic accurate than Leto's. That's for dang sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So
Also, Cal Kestis got Force Riz. He got the
wait, who had Force Riz? What?
Cal Kestis. He got that Force Riz.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
That's a character played by Cameron Monaghan. Cal Kestis.
Oh, okay.
From
Yeah.
from the Jedi games, Jedi Fallen
Yeah.
Order and Survivor.
I got you. Okay.
You got to put on the purple poncho. That's
Yeah, dude. So I'm watching it, or I'm watching the movie while we're talking about it. So when it cuts to after it's like I need a machine gun, it shows Joker's goon shooting at the police, and this guy in a goat mask with a gun gets shot, and you hear a goat go. Bleh.
Oh, did it actually?
Yes.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't even notice that before. Dude, why? And there's just a bunch of people in masks. We got a panda costume. We have
I
a
love
bat.
Panda.
Yeah. Dude,
We have 1939 first appearance Batman as a mask.
Stop. Please. Stop.
Literally
it.
first appearance Batman from 1939 as a mask.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? You even got this dude who looks like a fake Slender Man too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's dressed up in a suit and tie, has this faceless mask with nothing but like a black mouth. This is like,
Yeah.
where'd this come from?
Mm-hmm. So
These look like something Joker would have as goons, though. But like, why?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, why?
The thing is, it's like I can see Joker having these, but probably 60s Joker or maybe Monaghan's Joker.
Yeah.
Leto's, you would think because he's like, kind of supposed to be like a gangster Joker, he would actually have gangster like goons.
Yeah, they have like maybe like juveniles and like they have like face paint and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah, or at least like at best like something similar to Nicholson's Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
at least dudes with clown face paint and masks. Like
that would actually be awesome. I would love
you would think he'd have that. No, he didn't.
Yeah. That would have been really cool. I would have loved a Joker gang. That would have been like he's just influencing different people to be in his gang. I think that'd be really awesome.
Could have done what like the Arkham games did. Had normal goons, have clown face paint, have all these tattoos and everything, but they're actual gang members, and they work for Joker. Or like you said, juveniles, because there's a lot of juveniles that do go into gangs.
Yeah.
Which could have made Leto's Joker even more menacing, because now he influenced Harley. He's even influencing the youth to join him.
Exactly. I think
that could have been great too.
That Joker would have worked for that, I think.
Yeah. But especially since a lot of young people liked this movie. Like, you could have done that.
You really could have.
You could have made this Joker somewhat cool.
Mm-hmm. But no. So he straps Harley down, and she's like, "I helped you," and he's like, "No, you didn't." And then he,
Erasing my mind. The
my
music
mind.
playing behind it. I was just like, bro,
He sounds
you
like Kurt.
you he's mad that he's getting his memories erased from his mind. Yet when it comes to Joker, if he ever had an origin story, he would have preferred it to be multiple choice.
Mm-hmm.
So whose fault is that? That's something I don't like. They just took that character bit out of Joker right then and there. It's like he doesn't
Yeah.
do that now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
be your friend.
So, or what?
I'll be your friend.
But I think,
I
yeah,
do like this one scene though, where he does say, "It's it's the scene from the trailer where he's like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad." And I'm like, that doesn't sound bad for you.
no,
It's not bad for you.
yeah. So then, yeah, he zaps her head or her brain or whatever, and showing flat,
Electroshock therapy for the win.
yeah, showing flashbacks or flash forwards and stuff, and then we get a callback or a tribute to Alex Ross, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me actually show it.
yeah, please do.
Yes.
I mean, I got it right here too. If you want me to pull it up here,
I got it.
okay.
So, share screen. Yeah, we get this actually show up in the movie. I open image in new tab. Hold on, let me.
No, you're good.
You get this. They recreate this photo right here in the movie. She has the comic accurate 90s suit, and
Mm-hmm.
Joker has this fit on. And I'm thinking, this is the best suit you have in this whole film. You look better in black and white. Why don't you stick with a more traditional attire?
Yeah.
The fact that they even gave Harley, it's crazy. Harley Quinn is the first character to have a comic accurate suit in live action.
But only for us. Oh, like,
She's the out of Marvel and DC. She's the first one to get a comic accurate suit.
wow.
I could be wrong because I remember vaguely the Captain America suit from the first Avenger, but
Would
she
Spider-Man
she
would
is
Spider
one of, if not the first person in live action to have a comic accurate suit, and it was her original first appearance.
Well, what about Spider-Man? I mean, which Spider-Man do you think would be like the closest to a comic accurate suit? Because I feel like,
Garfield.
yeah,
Garfield with Tom Holland being a close second.
yeah. I mean, Toby's is close, but not that close.
Toby's is a stark deviation from like comic accurate suit.
Yeah, he's got the spikes. He's got pointy eyes. But so yeah, she's basically just became Harley Quinn because of a shock in her brain. So then we get transition to the club, and Common is there.
Who's a rapper who also shows up in movies. Has very little screen appearance. He's just always here.
Yeah,
And I don't blame him. Get the money somehow, but
yeah. And Joker, being weird as he is, Common.
there's something I actually do enjoy about the Joker. It's like the Joker centric tattoos, like the mouth on his face, like the mouth on his hand, which he uses to cover up his face. That was cool. The
Mhm.
ha ha ha, like the laughing tattoo on him, playing cards. It's like those tattoos work for him. Everything else is just like, you don't need this.
Yeah,
You don't need those. Just
yeah,
stick to the Joker motif.
yeah, yeah. And then like when Common is like thanking him for what he's done for him. He's like, "Are you sweet talking me?" And he puts his hand on his mouth, and it has that mouth tattoo.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's so intense." Such a weird voice for Joker.
I swear I hear a southern man speaking when he talks.
Yeah. Um, and we so he get Common catches a glimpse of Harley, and he's like, "You're a lucky man." And so Joker calls her in here to uh, do something, just to, I don't know what you'd call it,
I guess to dance with him or solicit
something,
her.
something
Probably
like,
solicit her, knowing Joker.
yeah,
But hey, Common, I don't blame him. He ain't for all this.
no.
His
And Joker,
character's not feeling it.
it seems like Joker is jealous or something, and like he gets Harley to do it, and he's like staring and growling.
Which is crazy because in the original cut, well, in this film, Joker shoots and kills Common's character. But what's interesting to note is that he wasn't supposed to do that. Originally, he was supposed to make Common do it to himself.
Mm,
He just brought Harley in as like part of that pack, as like part of that like that reason to do it. He would have gaslit Common's character to do it to himself. And I'm thinking, where was this?
right.
Because that seems like something Joker would do. Anything that seems like Joker would do, he doesn't do it for whatever reason. And
Yeah.
it's like, why do you have this character if he's not going to act like him at all?
Right. It's really strange. So Common's like, "I don't want no beef," and then Joker's like, "Oh, you don't want no beef? You want no beef?" And
And then Harley's like, well, then don't waste my time. It's like,
yeah,
what are y'all getting mad at him for?
and then
Common
Joker
was
shoot.
even telling him straight too. He was like, "That's your girl. That's your woman, bro. I ain't doing that."
Yeah, and then he shoots Common.
Just shoots him
Yeah,
out of pure jealousy and spite. That's what it seems like.
yeah. And then it cuts to Harley and Joker driving off in a
the purple
purple Lamborghini. Got the purple Lamborghini.
I'm still tripping. They made a whole song about a car that only shows up in one scene. And this is that scene. And that car even crashes.
I like the song. But
They
I mean,
really brought in Jared Leto for the music video too, just for this.
yeah. So then Batman chases them.
His
He's in
second
his
appearance in this film.
yes. So he chases them and jumps on the car. Harley shoots up the roof, and they crash into what?
You're already dead.
Putting against the wheel.
I do like how they do call her. I do like how they do make Harley call Joker Puddin though.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot one thing to know, and I told you this before a couple times, but on the subject of the Robin thing, here's what
mm,
kind of irks me, and I really wish they added this, but I'm kind of glad they didn't because even then it wouldn't make sense for him to still be kicking. Why in the world did they say she was an accomplice to Robin's death? Okay, fine. Batman in the original cut was supposed. They were gonna actually explain why Joker had the damage tattoo and the grill in the first place. It wasn't
mm.
for aesthetic choices. When Batman found out that Joker killed Robin, he actually found Joker and beat him senseless, even busting out his teeth.
Yep.
And the reason why he has the damage tattoo is because you broke me. This was
Yeah.
Joker responding to him saying, "You broke me." and the grill was so he can get his teeth fixed. And my guess is like, okay, you killed the Robin of a Batman who had zero qualms killing in BVS. Why didn't he kill you?
Right.
And you proposed a good idea. Like the only way that this could have been resolved is like if Harley tried to stop him, or if the police tried and stopped him. I think more or less Harley or like some of Joker's men.
Yeah,
pulling him.
if they're trying to shoot at Batman before he can do the final blow or something. And that would
Because
make
it's
sense.
like I find it hard to believe that a Batman who killed in the DCEU would just let Joker live after that moment.
Yeah, no way.
I just find that hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
busting open his mouth was the thing he did. No, I think he did a lot worse. Or at least he should have.
Right.
But yeah, Joker crashes the car into the water. I think to like a
Yes.
pier or something. Joker's gone somehow. He's somehow gone when Batman gets there. But
Mhm.
Harley Quinn's still there. She tried to swipe at him. Batman hit her with the big bonk to the face. Takes her out of the car. Gives her mouth to mouth to resuscitate her. And then Harley acts like she was kissing him. And that's how Harley got captured.
Yeah.
By the way, Batman captured pretty much almost everybody in this film.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 Batman villains. We got Harley.
He got Harley, Deadshot, and Killer Croc.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if Deadshot was an official Batman villain or not.
I mean,
But-
I think he is a villain of Batman. I think he is.
Mm. Ooh. Now we get to the good character, Mr. Captain
El
Boomerang.
Diablo.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. No.
Well, not yet, but yeah, Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, so we get to Captain Boomerang. So he hasn't really killed anybody. So this is a weird thing too. It's like worst of the worst. He robs banks.
Worst of the worst. Captain Boomerang is probably not only the most sane, but he's the most tame out of the bunch.
Yeah, charges 54 counts of aggravated assault, 98 counts of burglary first degree. Deranged
Fetishes, pink unicorns.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Psych profile, deranged lunatic, possible alcoholic. Possible.
Well, I mean, you could be a deranged lunatic because of the alcoholism. Like, what's your point?
Yeah, like what are you trying to say, bro?
What are you alluding to? He
Yeah.
looks perfectly sane to me.
Yeah. So this is in Australia, so he's an Aussie.
Oh, crikey.
Crikey, mate. I like Aussies. But so he's got another guy with him. He's like, we're gonna be rich, and he's like, yeah, mate. But then he throws his boomerang at the other guy because he's gonna take all of the money for himself. And then when he's walking away, bam, the Flash.
Yeah.
So it is Ezra Miller with the suit.
With the suit, not the Flash movie suit, the one that we
No.
all eventually got used to wearing, and then he wore the comic accurate one.
Yep. And he says, no honor among thieves. And he runs into Boomerang and knocks him out.
I wish he weren't Ezra Miller, bro. I wish Ezra Miller won. Either I wish it wasn't Ezra Miller who played Flash, or I wish Ezra Miller wasn't just a weird and cruel individual.
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't such a weirdo.
I try to think of it as this is a character that doesn't do anything wrong. There we go. Ezra Miller should be in the Suicide Squad, to be honest. Yeah, maybe.
Was it Captain Boomerang in the Arrowverse?
I don't know. I would assume he would be because he's a Flash villain. But
no! Oh dear!
Is he in the show?
He's in the show, but he dies. And the worst part is, as far as I'm going through as I'm going through the appearances, it shows he was in Arrow season 3 and season 5, but he was in the Flash season 1 as mentions.
What?
So a Flash villain who is not a villain to Green Arrow he's a villain to the Flash himself was only mentioned twice in season 1.
That's like mentioning that's like mentioning Joker twice. It
In
never
the
used.
Arrowverse, Boomerang is mainly an enemy of Oliver Queen Green Arrow since the Suicide Squad is primarily featured in Arrow. Well, why in the world is he a Flash villain for Green Arrow? You know, they do this with Batman villains too, and I can't stand it.
Yeah. So many times. Well,
This show did not know what they wanted to do.
no.
They just disrespected the squad for real.
Yeah.
When you realize the squad in this movie was probably better than the Arrowverse one.
Yeah. Now, I think before we move on to your favorite character, I think it's time to mention Batman and Flash showing up, right?
Yeah.
So you wanted a Suicide Squad because I guess they're expendable, right? They're expendable bad guys that you can use for like big or like special occasions, right? But the thing is, it's not a special occasion. This is the
No.
same thing that heroes deal with. And you have two heroes at your disposal right now. One that's been around for 20 years and he's kicking ass and stuff. And you have Flash. So,
not to mention, this is the point I was trying to make earlier when I was like, what kind of irks me about this whole film and concept in general is that this would never work. Why would any government or any like private military or whatever sign on to the idea that yes, let's use supervillains to do what superheroes can do?
yeah.
No one would go for this. Why are you entrusting the help of supervillains who could double cross you at any moment, or even like you ask them to do this, they'll flat out say no. And the only thing they get out of it, the only thing they gain is a reduced sentence. By the way, all these characters have life sentences, by the way. They
Yep.
only get a decade off their life sentences. That's the best I get. And the rewards they demand after the fact, outside of Deadshot, which makes sense, everyone he gets a terrible thing. I don't even think Captain Boomerang, he even gets a reward.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't get anything, as far as I can tell.
Which is just
Deadshots make sense.
Yeah.
Everyone else just wanted something basic.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just saved a city, risked my own neck to save myself, these other villains, and your military personnel. And all I get is a decade off my reduced sentence. If that was the case, I would have never have signed up for this. You gonna give me more than just a whole 10 years. No.
So, what if they have like 2 or 3 more missions? Do they get 10 years off of that as well?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happens then?
Yeah.
I think in the James Gunn Squad movie, they do get the 10 years off their sentence again. I think. It's been a while since I've watched that film. But I think they also get a reduced sentence, and even then I'm just like, what's the point of a reduced sentence if they're having a life sentence? That's like you saying, oh, if you do this for me and you on death penalty, I'll make sure you get off the death penalty. Okay, fine. I'll do the mission. Congratulations. You're from the death penalty to just life now. Buddy, what am I doing here? It's just like, not to mention, they have bombs implanted in the back of their skulls, too. So at any given moment, if Rick Flag were to die, they die. If they fail the mission, whether Amanda Waller does it or the enemy does it, they still die. So it's like, you're losing regardless. There's nothing to be gained from the military, from Amanda Waller, and the villains themselves.
Yeah.
Nobody wins anything. Everyone's effectively losing. Now,
So
if this was like a way to like just extinguish the villains, like this was a Waller's plan, like she just didn't expect the villains to last, and then they prove her wrong. Okay, you've impressed me. You might get more now, but no, you just wholeheartedly sent villains to do what heroes can do. Except the thing is, heroes can do it 10 times better.
yeah.
Like, and it's not like you don't have any. You just
Oh
gotta
yeah.
go find them. You
Wonder
gotta go
Woman.
find them.
Wonder Woman's out of hiding, by the way. So you have
Yeah,
three
she's
people.
out of hiding. So is Batman. You got Batman. You got a literal Amazon. You got the fastest man alive. All you need now is the King of Atlantis and a cyborg.
And Cyborg, I can kind of understand.
Cyborg, I
Yeah.
understand. Same with Aquaman. But you got at least 3 heroes that can do something that a whole team of villains can't.
Yep. Out in public, they can do stuff.
Out in public.
Yep.
Heck, Batman has been doing this for over 20 years. Came out of retirement, did it again. The Flash, while he's probably the newest kind of hero in the team, he's still effective. And then you got Wonder Woman, who's been a Greek Amazon for like decades, maybe even longer than that, who fought the literal god of war and won, and also helped win World War One.
Would the Justice Society be in there?
Justice Society, if they're still around too, could still help you too. Like,
Yep.
why would you need the? Who's gonna trust villain? Okay, yeah, you got the military backing them. Okay, you got bombs implanted in their head. Who's seriously gonna look at this and say, "Yeah, this is a good idea. I'll definitely want to sign on to this"?
Yeah.
What? No.
So
This is like the Thunderbolts, but worse.
yeah.
At least the Thunderbolts had an excuse. They made sense. What's this one?
So we're in agreement that the entire idea of the Suicide Squad in general is just retarded.
Yes, it is so bad because no one would go for this. It is such a stupid trope.
Mm-hmm.
You have better luck having the 7 from the boys being a better effective team than them.
Yeah.
At least they cosplay as superheroes.
Yeah. Now, if you used the Suicide Squad as like a soldiers in Iraq or something, if you had them for that kind of low level thing, maybe if the heroes are busy doing other things, then okay, I could see you doing kind of like the dirty work maybe of like low life, but
kind of like what the Thunderbolts did. They were all like hired hitmen or like assassins or whatever, and they did the dirty work before they became a team. That's what I was expecting you to do. The Suicide Squad as a concept can work if you're like doing dirty work that the government or like superheroes won't do. This is the work that you do to turn a blind eye to somebody. Kind of like the CIA or something like that, or like a Black Ops unit. Yeah. That would make sense if you have the Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. But then again, even if you did, why would you have a guy that chucks boomerangs, have a woman that uses a baseball bat and a mallet, and have a literal guy who is a walking killer croc? Where you have the man who never misses, you have Katana, and you probably could have enlisted the help of Deathstroke.
Yeah.
El Diablo I could kind of give a pass to.
Okay,
because at least he got superpowers. Exactly. The other 3, no. You could get El Diablo to commit war crimes.
Yeah. It wouldn't even work. The team wouldn't even work for like superheroes gone bad. Like at the beginning when it says like, it's like, what if Superman broke into the White House and took the president?
My brother in Christ, if Superman broke into the White House, not even Batman stopping him. And we've literally seen the nightmare sequences where Batman has lost to Superman. What is he doing? We've seen the League gang up on a just revived Superman, and they lost in Justice League in 2 films. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing to him?
Yeah, exactly. Now, if Amanda Waller like helped make the Justice League, I could see that. But other than that, and she has files. She has files for the Justice League.
Yeah, in the post-credit, she gives them to Batman.
Yeah.
In the post-credit, she gives them to Batman. And Batman even straight up, this is the thing I also kind of I don't have a problem with Batman in this situation, but I have a problem with Waller. This man straight up said, "You better shut this down, or me and my friends gonna make sure you shut it down." Pretty much. She doesn't.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Cool.
It is a God-given miracle that not only the government still allows this, but the Justice League themselves are like, so you gonna have villains for a hire to do the dirty work?
Yeah.
No, no. Only thing that I can see as to why she would like they don't stop this is because she has case files on every league member,
Mm-hmm.
and she even seen Bruce Wayne. That's like the only way I think she wouldn't do it is because, oh, you do that, I'll just leak who you are. That's like the only
Yeah.
reason why I can see that. But even then,
Yeah.
you're not messing with a Kryptonian. Definitely not. You definitely not messing with an Amazonian, a half Atlantean, a dude who's 99.9% robotic, the fastest man alive, and a man who will not hesitate to take bodies like he was in Batman v Superman.
Yeah. Cyborg can leak stuff too.
Cyborg could actually expunge any information she got on the league if he
Yeah.
wanted to.
He helped that one lady with like money troubles in the Snyder Cut.
Literally,
so,
like
gave her a bunch of money.
you
So,
put him into the net. Oh, you done.
oh
What
yeah,
you got?
he can shoot. He can like get access to missiles and stuff too. Like that's a
Literally.
big thing.
This is like he can. All he got to do is hack into the net. It's done.
Yeah,
He
you're
could
done.
hack at any world government computer he wanted to, and they wouldn't stop him.
No.
Oh, I'll just leak who you are. I'll leak information. I'll tell people that you asked for the files on the leak. I said, Batman could be like, I ain't do it. Meanwhile, Cyborg has already expunged all the records. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, why
this
does
man got
everyone have?
prep time for a reason.
Yeah. Why does everyone have files on the Justice League? Lex has some. Waller has some. I
I
don't know
guess
why
they
Lex has
wanted
them.
to like examine more of the metahumans that were out there.
Yeah.
It's the metahuman thesis.
Yeah, the metahuman. Why do they call them metahumans? I hate when they call them metahumans. It's like metahuman.
What did you prefer? Mutants?
Yeah.
Wrong universe.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly, that's something Marvel they should do. Like treat the mutants like the metahumans.
It wouldn't work for the MCU because all the other superheroes like are fine, but then you get like a certain group of powered individuals. No, boo.
No more mutants.
No more muties.
If the X-Men were like around during early MCU, like if Marvel had the rights to it, they should have did it like Suicide Squad. Or like the DCEU.
Oh, yeah.
Have
I think-
case files on certain characters.
An X-Men Suicide Squad.
That's just X-Force.
Yeah.
That's just X-Force.
Fair enough. At least that makes sense.
That does make sense. Plus, you got people who are actual hired killers, like Wolverine, Deadpool, and Domino,
Yeah. You got
who would do way more effectively at their job than the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe outside of Deadshot.
Yeah. So we're 16 minutes into the movie, by the way.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You can keep going on.
Okay. So we get to our other character. Another copyrighted song. I don't know what it is. His name is El Diablo or just Diablo. I don't know, but he has fire powers, and he surrendered himself. Okay. But he's got some fire powers. Cool. He's got tattoos, skull tattoos, all that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and there's a part in the movie where they show in the courtyard or on the prison footage. Yeah, exactly. But on the security cam footage, of the courtyard at the prison. It shows him burning up a whole slew of prisoners. It didn't even look like he got jumped. It's like, oh yeah, he got jumped in prison and he burned them all. But like, there's like a whole ring of space around him before that. Like, there's just a whole ring of space around him. No one's close to him at all. So when he shoots the fire, it's just like I don't know. It's kind of weird. Plenty of space. Okay, now another character and another copyrighted song, and the song is "Fortunate Son." I think it is. I think that's the song. Let me see. Let me double check. Fortunate Son. Yeah. It is. Why? Like for Killer Croc? um, but yeah, they play copyrighted music again. He has cannibalistic tendencies because he's a crocodile wrestler. Um, then we get some more weird editing, more weird cuts. You really got to get used to the. Well, you don't you can't, but there's a lot of awkward, weird cuts in this movie because this movie really is a Frankenstein. It's just something original, and then it's like, oh, we got to be funny and cool and quick and stuff like that. So they were like, random bullcrap, go, and that was it. Um, but they throw him some goat. I think it's a goat, giant skinless goat. Yeah, drop it down to him. He eats it. That's pretty much it for Killer Croc. He eats the goat. So yeah, not much happening right here. They're just introducing more. He was chased out of Gotham by Batman. Stuff happening. All kinds of stuff. We got Killer Croc. We got El Diablo. So I think Killer Croc would have been better if he wasn't like just a regular looking dude. I'd say if you're gonna do a Killer Croc, make him CG, make him big, make him a big crocodile. You know, I don't like the well, I don't like this version anyway. This one's weird, the one they give us, but like Batman the animated series, we have Killer Croc as kind of a humanoid looking crocodile dude, and that works. But I think it makes sense to have a mutated big, kind of like the lizard in Spider-Man. Not Amazing Spider-Man, but just I like a big crocodile. A scaly man that eats people. I don't know about that. It's kind of weird.
In a world full of Supermen, be a Homelander.
You're right. But no, we got by El Diablo and Killer Croc just now.
Okay.
Do you have anything to say about the gentleman on your profile?
I do enjoy El Diablo as a character in this film. He's a pretty interesting guy, and I do wish he did a little bit more in the movie. But I do like him because of his backstory. His backstory is a really good one. And I like how this is a villain that actually feels like he actually feels bad for the things that he has done. He's like he out of all these characters, he feels like the type of guy who wants to atone for his sins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's just like I like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cool. Also aesthetically, I just normally I don't like face tats on a person. And as we can see with Joker, he did really terrible with that. One guy did awful with face tats. This man looks like a freaking menace with them.
Yeah.
The man who played El Diablo did a good job as him.
Sure. Yeah, I agree. Then we got that. We got Killer Croc. How do you feel about Killer Croc being like an actual dude just with scales?
On one hand, this is kind of how he is in like DC. That's kind of how he's supposed to look. However, I would have imagined him to be a bit bigger, both in height and in muscles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like go straight up full on Arkham with the guy. At bare minimum, at least like Arkham Origins Killer Croc.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to kind of the big Killer Croc, but I
Yeah,
mean, it works in Batman the animated series, I guess, where it's like an actual humanoid dude. Batman the animated series is just great all around. So,
yeah.
and I don't mean to
When I see
glaze,
Killer
but
Croc as a no, I know. When I see Killer Croc as like a human kind of guy, like in the Suicide Squad, this is how I envision him looking.
yeah.
He should have. That's his Arkham Origins look. He should have looked something like this. Maybe a bit
Ah.
bigger, maybe a bit buffer.
Mm-hmm.
That just looked like a dude in really good makeup. That's it. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing really intimidating or foreboding about Killer Croc here. Also, I don't like the fact that they just added Killer Croc because he just really does nothing. A
No.
majority of the movie, he does absolutely nothing.
No, he does not.
You could have at least had him look cool while standing in the background.
Yeah. But that's Killer Croc. And then we get to
It's crazy how this film is his live action debut.
exactly, yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then we get to the Enchantress. And there's this introduction to Dr. June Moon. What a
That's a
name.
real name.
Yeah.
That's a real comics name.
Mm-hmm. And she's an archaeologist, and the way they introduce her is they do a crossfade twice. So they have one clip, two clip, three clip, and they all crossfade into one another in like 1 second intervals. And that's how she's introduced. And then it shows her going to a cave, and she falls down the cave already. That was fast. There's skulls down there. She opens a thing that she found, and there's the Enchantress in there. And she possesses June Moon. And the Enchantress has abilities. There's her description. Extra dimensional entity. Yeah, so multiverse.
It also doesn't help the fact that like her one and only weakness was in the same location as she was,
Yeah.
and yet somehow she didn't take her heart. It's just like she pretty much forgot about it. Now Amanda Waller's in possession of it,
Right.
and whoever holds the the heart basically can control the Enchantress. At least so
Mm,
they say.
right. Oh yeah, she has a brother in a jar somewhere.
Yeah, Incubus.
Incubus. So it's kind of like a Hulk situation where she lets Enchantress out. Um, and yeah, she has the heart and she is in control of it. It's pretty much the gist. And this is basically what we talked about before. The general, I guess, says you want to put our national security in the hands of witches, gangbangers, and crocodiles. Don't forget about the Joker's girlfriend. They're villains. What makes you think you can control them? I mean, we already talked about it briefly. Because getting people to act against their own self interest for the national security of the United States is what I do for a living. What? What?
Wait, what?
Did I read it too fast? I'm sorry if I did.
Say that again.
Okay, so it's like, what makes you think you can? What makes you think that you can control these people? She says, because getting people to act against their own self interests for the national security of the United States is what I do for a living.
That is the lamest bitch ass excuse I've ever heard.
Yep.
So you basically just said because I can force them against their will and there's nothing they can do about it. And then she goes and acts on that same motif by implanting bombs in their head and says, "You will do this, you will die."
Yep.
You know, it's very not clear how. Oh, like what she what Waller gains out of this. It's not really stated what she gains out of this.
Yeah, she's just doing this just for the hell of it.
It's just literally. This is like one of those instances where you just do something because you're bored. This is Waller right here.
Yeah.
That's also help that there was no setup with this either. They just freeballed a movie just to have it.
Yeah. And she introduced
World building because we need to rush it.
Yeah. And then we have Rick Flag Jr.
Who literally said to Amanda Waller, and I know I'm jumping ahead,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Why do you need?" He doesn't say this verbatim, but like you basically get the gist of it. He's pretty much like, "Why do you need to do this with villains? I could just get a couple of boys myself, and we could just do it. We could just do it with a bunch of military guys. Why do you need to do this?" And she's like, she's trying to justify this. It's like the "I'm from Kansas" all over again.
It really is, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. And Rick Flag, he proposed a good idea. Just like, give me a couple of days, I give some boys, and we'll do it ourselves. Like, why do you need villains to do this? Even he's questioning it. And then she just gives him this like lame ass excuse. If it was even an excuse.
He's like, it's not World War II. And she's like, it's World War III. No, it's not.
World War III is when Steppenwolf shows up. World War III is the Black Zero event that just happened. World War III is when Doomsday showed up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, World War III is like, well, actually, World War 4 or 5 right now. So like, so World War III was like
Black Zero, in my opinion.
Black Zero. World War 4.
Doomsday, and then you got 5, which is technically Steppenwolf.
Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, you have, and I know, like we said, like, yeah, Suicide Squad is not going to do jack crap against these superpowered individuals because you already got the Justice League for that. But how did Waller not hear about that? Like when Lex was in the ship learning about Steppenwolf and all that, the people or like the police go into the ship and arrest Lex, and he's in the sludge learning about like the mother boxes and all that. No one thought to look at that and consider that to be threatening. Not even Waller. She didn't even have that into consideration.
Was that scene ever even in the theatrical cut?
No, it was not. It was in the extended cut.
Why. That's probably why. Because if that scene was in the theatrical cut, I can imagine her also like having that as like a look under the belt contingency as well. Because I don't think that scene was ever in the movie. Because I don't think it was ever in the like theatrical cut. If it was, it would make sense for her to like at least know about it then. But because they didn't have it in the theaters, they don't know it.
Right.
But you would still think though, because this is an alien ship, Amanda Waller would still have some sort of scheme up her like in her head as to what else could actually be up there. You know.
Exactly.
It also doesn't help that she uses the help of Jude Moon through Rick Flag, and she kind of uses Enchantress, and then she questions and wonders why. Oh, Jude Moon all of a sudden went rogue. I wonder why.
This is so. Yeah, this is so fast.
Do you see why this concept does not work?
Yeah. But yeah. So we just got introduced to Rick Flag. Cut to him breaking into a house. Sees June Moon in a bathtub, and she's like, "Please help me." And then it cuts to them. What?
Looking like Laura for some reason. Man.
She does look like Laura.
Looks like Laura in that scene.
Yeah. Literally 2 seconds later, cut to them making out. So their relationship's already developed.
I think it's like a time skip thing, which is why they do that.
It is, but still, like, I don't know who y'all are. And
that's true.
I don't know. So yeah, in a world, and then there's a part here. Amanda Waller says, in a world of flying men and monsters, this is the only way to protect our country. What?
Say that again.
She says, in a world of flying men and monsters, this is the only way to protect our country.
As she hands Batman case files of the other Justice League members.
Forget about that. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and this is the stupid.
This is the best way to protect the country, not with heroes, with the villains of the superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
As if they're going to play along and be good guys.
Yep.
Out of everybody here, El Diablo probably would have been the good guy. Because he probably, he probably wouldn't even fight. If he did, he probably would be the good guy. Deadshot, for the sake of his daughter, would probably be the good guy. You can't give me that excuse with everyone else.
Not at all.
At least Peacemaker, he wanted to be a good guy. From what at least what I've seen. He wanted to be.
Yep.
Him too. Peacemaker, El Diablo, and Deadshot. They would have been the good guys. Maybe even Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
I think Polka Dot Man was a good guy, wasn't he?
I'm not sure. In the comics, I think he's a bad guy, but
I mean in the movie.
I have no idea. I haven't seen the Suicide Squad yet.
I'd even say Polka Dot Man because he wasn't even that bad of a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't excuse anyone else.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get this.
I still wish the 2016 Suicide Squad met the James Gunn one though.
That would have been funny.
I still wish they would have met them.
Yeah. At least
I would have loved to see Bloodsport and Deadshot interact with one another.
Yeah. I feel like the only characters we get back are Harley and Captain Boomerang.
Yeah. El Diablo, unfortunately, in this film passes away, which sucks.
Spoilers, but whatever.
We don't even know what happens to Deadshot or Killer Croc, or I was about to say Boomerang.
Katana.
Katana, you're right. We don't actually know what happens to Katana.
She joined the boys.
Yeah, she did. She said, you know what? I get better pay on Amazon Prime. My name ain't Katana. It's Kimiko now.
Yeah. This is Kimiko. She got my back.
I can just imagine Butcher just doing that same line, but in his weird accent.
Oi. Oi, oi.
This is Kimiko. She's got my back.
So we get the stupid line of like, what if Superman ripped off the roof of the White House, stole the president? Who would have stopped him? No one. No one.
No one. Absolutely no one.
Yeah.
All the kryptonite's gone, so you really can't stop them.
Yeah. So I think he actually answered his own question. So he says, well, who would have stopped Superman? We got contingency plans for nukes in North Korea. So by the way, in BVS, both theatrical and ultimate, so nukes basically kill Superman for some reason. They shouldn't, but they do.
Either kill him or they at least knock him out, because it looks like they knock him out.
Yeah. So you could just do that again if he goes into
nuke
space.
him. Here's the problem, though. How are you going to nuke him? Thing is, with Superman, he was caught off guard with that nuke.
That is true. And like
if he's expecting it, how you gonna actually hit him?
Right. And like he's yeah, he wasn't like too close to the sun either.
No. He was, and the thing is, he was around the sun, like in space. The sun was healing him in space. So it's like, how you really gonna stop a man unless you hit him at night?
Yeah, I don't know.
You launch the nukes at him at night, because if he get hit with a nuke, the sun's gonna instantly heal him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they don't know that the sun heals him. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Nobody, not even Batman, knows the sun heals him but Superman.
How this was
You guys would be screwed.
Yeah.
And don't let him go after the nukes that all the world's governments hold. Because once he gets rid of that, what do you have?
Exactly.
There's nothing you could do to him. And all the kryptonite, that's gone. All the kryptonite is gone as far as we know. I mean, yeah, you might have the kryptonite spear. Where's that?
Probably back in the water. I don't know.
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably Batman got it again. Knowing him.
Probably.
I refuse to believe, though, Bloodsport shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet. I refuse that.
That's bullcrap. No.
I refuse to believe that because there was only a certain amount of kryptonite that Batman himself took from Lex. And most of it he used as grenades and a spear. There's no way Bloodsport has a hold of it unless there was another shipment of kryptonite somewhere, which I doubt.
Right.
I highly doubt he got a hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing no one would really be able to do. No. And we already saw the League try it in 2 films. They failed.
Yep.
They failed spectacularly. And Superman wasn't controlled by Darkseid at that time. There's nothing you could. It's crazy. They say Henry Cavill Superman is the weakest Superman in live action,
bro.
And yet his Superman, if he went evil, actually won.
Yeah,
he won. So
David Cornsway could never. I'm sorry.
Cornsway, after watching Man of Steel, could never.
No, dude gets beat up so much in his own movie. Like
at least you can excuse Superman getting beat up by Kryptonians who are also soldiers, and this is Superman year 1. My man, you getting ragdogged by your own clone, and this is year 3.
Yeah,
how are you suffering broken ribs from your own clone at year 3 of this job? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Superman been with a Cavill been with a murder. I know this is a whole conversation. We talking about Suicide Squad, but
it's okay. Yeah,
Cavill would not have gone through this mess.
No.
Also, did you hear that the box office didn't actually beat Man of Steel?
Oh yeah, that's sad.
It was close. It was close,
dude. I've been hearing,
but I had a feeling it wasn't gonna beat it anyways.
Yeah, dude.
I had a feeling it wasn't. Not because I didn't like 2025 Superman. I did. I just didn't think it really would do it.
Surprisingly, but
now the sequel, I have a funny suspicion it's gonna beat Man of Steel.
Maybe.
The sequel probably might do it because if this one got 615, it might get more than that in the sequel.
Ooh, dude, did you? This is off topic, but did you hear James Gunn might get fired if I think Paramount and Warner Brothers have a deal of some sort?
What do you mean?
Like, so it has to do with like the Peacemaker finale. Even the people that love James Gunn's stuff are turning on him because of the finale was so bad.
And the tables have turned that fast. And I thought this was supposed to be your savior, DC fans. What happened?
Yeah. So you have so far.
Didn't I just tell you the other day they switched up on Zack Snyder so quick? They're probably going to do it with him too.
Oh yeah. So you have like the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker kind of showing off what he can do or what he likes to do. And then you have Creature Commandos, which is like Guardians, Superman, which is basically Guardians because you have a ragtag team of heroes. And then you have Peacemaker, which is Guardians. And then
this is Guardians.
And then
this is Guardians, bro.
And then he makes a post, and then there's a few posts saying what Supergirl's going to be like, right? And he says, yeah, it's going to be in space. It's going to be like Guardians. And he's like, everything you do is Guardians. What are you talking about?
This man made one trilogy, and he can't let it go.
No, he cannot let it go.
He can't let it go. Just because Guardians is your magnum opus doesn't mean you can't do other projects. You can reinvent the wheel with something. You can be creative. It
No,
doesn't always have to be Guardians, bro.
no,
Still though, his Superman make money, right? It did make money.
yeah,
People just really thought it was gonna beat Man of Steel's box office. It didn't.
no,
Now it might have beat it internationally or domestically, but overall, which is what I care for, it didn't beat it.
mm-hmm.
It really didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, we're sensing a pattern with his stuff. And then we get to now the Peacemaker season finale and with like them in Nazi world. That's an actual plot where they like
Is it like that one World Crisis on Earth X from Arrowverse where it's like everybody's like a Nazi, like everybody's
oh
like,
yeah, there's like an American flag with a Nazi symbol on it.
yeah.
And it's
I
like
know Arrowverse did a thing with that too because they had a fascist like little Reverse Flash and Supergirl.
that's neat, but the thing with this is like there's a line where they're like, this Nazi world, it's not so different than the real world, to be honest.
Shut up.
Oh,
That's like comparing the modern world to Wolfenstein. No, it is not.
yeah, no.
No, it is not, buddy.
So
That's comparing our modern technology and saying, "Oh, we're living in a cyberpunk universe." No,
yeah,
no, you would die the moment you step foot in one of those. No, it's not.
yeah.
We're just in the beta stage of that. We're not.
No, we're not. Let's see. Still, though, Superman make money, right? You would think, but
You would think. I mean, he still made money. It's just it didn't break. It didn't break Man of Steel like everybody thought it was going to do.
Yeah. Now, like a movie back in the day, if it made that much money, I mean, that's still a good movie. Like it's pretty successful.
It's still a great movie. Can you imagine, like, if the '70s Superman made that much money, and then you look at the inflation prices now?
Oh, dude, yeah, that it has to be like movies nowadays have to reach at least 800 million or 900 million.
Oh, they said that like because of like the inflation and everything, Chris Reeves Superman would have actually broke over $1 billion.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to see why, but like, dang.
Yeah. But so yeah, basically all his stuff is the same. The Peacemaker finale didn't do any. The season 2 finale didn't do anything for him. It just made people be like, "What the crap was this, dude?" And so there's a feeling like this is a rumor. So maybe they'll let him finish his like Superman saga. They'll let him do Supergirl, Clayface, Man of Tomorrow.
We might actually get a Superman 2 sequel in the DC live action.
Yeah, but it might stop at Man of Tomorrow. But I don't know. That's a rumor, I believe. If the deal doesn't go through with, I think Paramount's buying Warner Brothers. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look into that some more. But yeah, that was a weird turn of events.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Gunner fans, what happened? If that is true, what happened?
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, what happened? So Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So Amanda Waller is showing off her team to the people, and one dude's like, "You're not putting those monsters back out on the street in our name."
Yes, and you are.
I mean, he's not wrong. Fair enough. Oh
yeah, she uses Enchantress to find a book of like Taliban plans. To prove to the government that we can use these villains. Okay, you showed it off with Enchantress. Now give me an example with the other villains that actually weren't present there.
Exactly.
Another question I'm surprised they don't ask too is like, okay, well, you have Enchantress. Why doesn't she just do it? Why do we need a whole team of other people?
That's a good point.
If she can do this, she can handle it all by herself. You don't need a team of other villains.
Mm-hmm. No, you really don't.
Again, the plot would still never work.
Yeah. I mean, she's unstable, but like, just make her stable.
I mean, you have her heart. You can just control it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever controls the heart controls Enchantress. So, like, there you go.
There you
And
go.
if she goes out of line, stab her in the heart.
Yeah. So yeah, June turns into Enchantress to show off, and there's one dude that just looks like he's down bad.
That man, it was going through the ringer while he was looking at Enchantress. He was feeling something. He
his
was going through a phase in his life he ain't never think he'd ever go to.
he, he's his desire for goth baddies had awakened inside just
That
now.
man had an unlocked core memory that he never had in his life until that very moment.
Yeah. So yeah, she steals a book or finds a book,
Full of,
and
I don't know what it was. I just call it the Taliban plans because that's effectively what it is.
oh yeah.
And like the dude, the general is like, "This is incredible. We've been trying to track these plans down for years." This is like, buddy,
Yeah.
couldn't you have done that with Superman?
Right.
He was already in the Middle East at one point. Couldn't you do that with Superman?
He was too busy destroying a drone and being an
He
idiot.
was probably too busy. No, he was too busy flying a dude through like 2 walls.
Yeah. Too busy.
He has to do it on his own terms, David.
Yeah, he grew up in Kansas. Trust him. I don't just trust me, bro. Source.
That's his source, literally. Trust me, bro. If Trust Me, Bro was a person, Calvo Superman would be it.
Yep.
God, I love Calvo Superman, but the shit they do to him, it doesn't help his case.
No, it does not.
It doesn't help.
No, it does not. So then we get cut to Deadshot in prison, and he's flashbacking. That's a weird term. He's
Backflashing.
yeah. Throwing
Backflashing. There you go.
wow. Backflash.
Backflashing. He's just flashing the guards his bare back.
That's more Moon than June Moon.
No, he's not showing anything else. It's just his back he's showing.
Yeah. He's like, hey.
Bam.
Yeah. He's reminiscing about his daughter. He loves his daughter, okay?
I love you and I miss you.
And I think about you every day and night. So Waller and Rick Flag and June Moon visit the prison. Amanda Waller walks through and sees Harley's cell, and she says, "Are you the devil?" And then she says, "Maybe, yeah." Okay.
I mean, to be fair, she tried to act like she a devil, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Viola, but
I'm sorry, Viola, you a great actress.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you didn't do bad as Amanda Waller, but why were you in this movie?
Yeah.
Why were you? This goes for Will Smith, too. Why are you also in this movie?
Yeah, they just seem like they don't fit in this kind of...
There's 3 actors in this movie that doesn't feel like they fit. Viola Davis, Will Smith, I would say Margot Robbie, but she is actually a good Harley Quinn, so I give her a pass.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto, why are you here? Out of everybody, out of the 3, I just say, why are you here the most?
Yeah.
You cultist. You know he has his own cult, right?
Oh yeah, he does. It's very
Morbius,
strange.
why are you here? You're in the wrong movie.
Morbius.
That movie comes out 6 years after this.
It really does.
God, I'm so gonna be happy. I'm gonna be jumping for joy when we rewatch Morbius.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm excited for Fan 4 Stick. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm excited for Fan 4 Stick 2. Book of Morbid. It's the good. Yes, creepy. It's the Book of Morbid.
The Book of Morbid.
It's the Book of Morbid. That's what Jared Leto reads to his subjects in the cult. He just turns a page from the Book of Morbid.
That's amazing.
He just recites verses he made himself.
Yeah. Let all my people go.
Let all my people go. He's just gonna send a swarm of bats that give you a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite part of Morbius was when he said, "I am the Joker," and then he did his laugh in front of the guy. I
Yeah.
thought that was truly one of the Marvel moments of all time.
And then he got on his super cool Tron bike and drove off into the sunset.
He drove off with the Tron bike. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you hear that they actually say Jared Leto's the worst part of Tron Ares?
Dude, I've been hearing like he's just a bad actor getting bad movies. And
He is a bad actor. And you know what's crazy? Two of his best films, Requiem for a Dream, I heard he was good in. And his small snippet in American Psycho was good. Then again, he didn't last long in that movie.
no, I think he was in Fight Club for
There's
a little
no
bit.
way he was in Fight
I think
Club.
he was. I think he was in Fight Club.
There's no way he was ever in Fight Club.
He's in Fight Club.
Agent Angel Face? That's his name, Angel Face. No. Honestly, he just looks like Joker without the makeup.
He does.
With
With actual eyebrows.
And now, yeah, he did. Yeah, Joker doesn't have eyebrows. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Dude's 53.
Hey, I admit, bro, do look good for 53 though. I give him that. I give him props for that.
He's making a deal with the dark arts. I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain.
I mean, bro got a cult, so I wouldn't be
Exactly. Exactly.
I still don't knock the man for looking good for his age, though.
No.
I give him that.
Sure. Oh, Dallas Buyers Club was another one he was in. Dallas Buyers Club was another movie he was in. He was apparently
that.
I think he plays a tranny.
You know, I don't doubt that he would do that.
Yeah.
He plays as a character called Rayon. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot about.
My God, he did. Hey, I don't knock the man for getting the odd roles. I'm not discriminating people who are trans. I'm not doing that, but I don't knock the man for doing that. I will say he did something that most male actors won't do.
Yeah.
I am pass on that too. You're still a shit actor, though. I hope
yeah, he is.
you still trash, but I at least give you props for doing it.
Yeah. Let's include Zack Snyder's Justice League because he was pretty good in that little snippet he had.
Snyder Cut was probably his best, in my opinion, his best acting. But then again, I haven't seen Requiem for a Dream. That's probably his best acting, and it was his best moment as Joker. I would say his Joker got redeemed. I really would. I'd say his Joker got redeemed in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he did use the cornball, we live in a society quote.
Yeah. I forgot this dude was in House of Gucci where he had that weird
Was he Gucci?
No. Oh. But there was a scene where it was like a transition of him like screaming or yelling or crying or something, and there was like a car horn when he opened his mouth, and it transitioned to a car driving by or something.
I know he was actually in Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He did good there too, actually. Then again, he also wasn't there for much of it. Yeah, I don't actually know what his character was supposed to even be. Then again, I get confused watching those movies all the time. So,
yeah, I need to rewatch the first Blade Runner because
you've seen it. How do you?
I've seen the first one. I didn't get it really. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I was just so confused, and I was like,
I told you when I recommended Blade Runner, I did tell you that's one of those movies you probably got to watch a second time to understand it.
Yeah,
I hate how it's like that. But at least you get to watch a good movie again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it another chance.
You should also give the Ryan Gosling one a chance because he's literally me.
Yeah, I know he's literally me.
He's literally me.
He's literally
he
me.
Lonely. I can fix that.
Let's see.
We're like probably 20 minutes into Suicide Squad, and we're almost
We
2 hours
are.
into
We're
this review.
5 minutes till 30 minutes.
We're only 25 minutes in, and we're almost pushing 2 hours.
This is worse than BV.
Yes, it is. At least BVS was longer.
Dude, I was planning to watch Spider-Man 2 this weekend, but we're gonna finish this review. 3 parts of a review.
This shit will not take 3 parts. That I will not stand for. I will not stand for a 3-part review for 3 hours for a movie that was only 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Okay,
Probably shorter than that because we watched the extended cut, which only gave off an extra 11 minutes.
Yeah, let's excuse me. Let's take a look. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. I wonder how much I actually need to skip.
I mean, to be fair, like we could skip much because like the first part that we're on right now, that's just like Waller and Flag seeing the squad for the first time.
Pretty much.
They're just meeting the squad, testing them out, see what they can do. I think they also give them their gear in this one.
Yeah.
Also, Scott Eastwood shows up here. I don't know why.
Oh, I forgot about Scotty's. Poor guy.
Also, they kidnapped. Yeah, poor guy. He did not deserve this movie. Also, they kidnapped my boy, Captain Boomerang. They kidnapped him. They put him in a bag.
They really did.
They carried him out of a van in a bag, and they just start dragging the bag. And then when they opened it, it's no surprise why he sucker punched the dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody got their gear. Harley Quinn got her comic accurate fit again. I'm sad she didn't wear it. Here's a problem I have with it. In the span of these 3 films, these 3 scenes, they play copyright music back to back to back. One of which was a song by Eminem.
Yep.
I was like, why do we need this? Why y'all dragging M in this?
Yeah.
I want to see M dragged into Venom first. I don't want to see this.
No.
And I have a problem too, and I told you about this with the Harley Quinn suit. That is something she would never wear out in public.
Nah.
No grown woman with any self-respect would wear that. Because those aren't even shorts. Those are literally just tights. Those are just underwear.
Exactly.
You probably wear that around Joker, which makes sense, or around the house, but like why in front of a bunch of other grown men that you know they're going to be staring at you? And they did. They were.
Yeah.
Like what? No. I don't blame Margot Robbie if she doesn't like this suit. I don't blame her. I ain't like it either.
No.
I don't think she should have worn that.
I like her suit in the Suicide Squad. I think that's a good suit.
I like her suit there. It's more accurate. Plus, it's the red and black. Plus, she actually looks like a grown adult woman, and that's some hooker of the night.
Right. Oh yeah, so Deadshot's a special case for some reason for them, and he shows off his gun skills, and Waller promises that he can see his daughter or whatever. But that's
Also, I found an interesting thing about Deadshot, and it always confused me ever since I watched this film for the first time. On his neck, it says, "I am the light, the way." I didn't know that was a Bible verse.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Bible verse. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gives off a bit more character to him than anyone else, and almost anyone else in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it's crazy. Captain Boomerang, he gets his gear. He gets his stuff. Harley Quinn gets her gear. Deadshot gets her gear. Deadshot gets his gear. And then you have Killer Croc and El Diablo. They just have jackets.
Yeah.
They just have jackets. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
And everybody here, Boomerang and Dash are the more well-equipped members.
Yeah.
Also, suddenly, oh yeah, I forgot they also get the chips implanted in their head. Slipknot, who not the band, thankfully,
I push
a
my finger.
character who just showed up randomly. He was the cannon fodder character. He punched a woman. She was looking at him funny. I don't know
Yeah.
why he was here. His whole motif is ropes. That's all I can tell. He had a rope.
Yeah.
He had a rope motif.
Yeah. You said the only one who didn't have an intro, right?
Only one who didn't have an intro.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, he shows up.
Yeah. Also, there's a thing with El Diablo that I'm not a big fan of when he uses his fire powers to say the word bye. I don't know. I just think it's kind of a little corny, just for me, but that's just me. But yeah, they have a mission, and Joker finds out.
They really advertise this man as part of the squad. They have teasers and advertisements of him, and he dies. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Joker finds out where Harley's at, and he's gonna find her. And he lays down on the floor with a bunch of knives surrounding him.
Knives, guns, baby clothes.
Yeah, baby onesies for some reason. So,
and then he gives up the It sounds like it hurts to laugh.
It really does.
It sounds like it hurts him.
Yeah. And then there's one guy he interrogates in a meat freezer, and he growls at him, and that's pretty much the scene.
Oh, it was Donnie Wahlberg. Yeah, he interrogated Donnie. I think that's the last time we see him, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was... I did not realize that was the same guy for some reason.
That was Donnie Wahlberg, yeah.
Okay.
He interrogated Donnie. I think that was it. And then we cut to a scene where Joker, actually in a purple coat, crocodile leather, looked cool, should not have been bare-chested. He should have had, like, a more traditional Joker outfit underneath with the coat. Mm-hmm. And him and his crew go somewhere, some lab or something. I don't know. You see 1939 Batman. You see Poe, not really Poe, the panda. Mm-hmm. He threatens a scientist or some assistant or whatever, and then that's his scene.
Yeah.
Sadly, the only time we ever see Joker in purple, unfortunately, in this entire film.
Yep.
And they wasted it there. I'm just saying, if that man were to get shot, he's screwed. Yeah. His chest was bare open.
Also, we forgot to mention Enchantress, like the whole like start of this mission they have. So the Suicide Squad doesn't have anything to do at this moment. So you have Enchantress trying to steal. She's messing with Rick Flag's head, and then she's trying to get her heart back. But she teleports, just teleporting all around. I don't know what's going on.
My heart, I love to hear. I don't know why that just made me think of that.
I mean, yeah, it's funny. Oh yeah, so she also goes to a bathroom in a subway, and she possesses a guy, his brother's soul possesses this one human guy, and she's like, "My brother, may I have some oats?" And that's what she says. Yeah, and then she becomes June Moon again, and Rick Flag and June Moon hug, and she's like, "Kill me if you have to."
Release me!
Avenge me!
Because she's getting stabbed multiple times by Amanda Waller in the heart. And the Incubus is just like, "Don't worry, sis, I got you." Perfectly healed.
Oh,
Doesn't have the heart. She's perfectly fine, and she has a new drip. She has a new dripped out outfit.
Yeah.
Somehow. Bro said, "Don't worry, sis, I got you. Let me get your drip on point first."
Yeah. Oh yeah, before that, Incubus grabs with a bunch of tentacles like a bunch of people together, and then he becomes one big person, and then kills a bunch of people in the subway, and he does the Omni-Man thing on the train tracks where it's just pushing through the train. So there's that. They're like, get the task force. No, get Batman. No, get
Batman.
Flash.
Get Wonder Woman.
Get Wonder Woman.
I say, okay, see, now the more I look at this, the more it makes me mad. Because Joker, with the purple coat, could have had a banging suit. And then I see this. I send it to you through Discord, 2 images. And I see,
man. Yeah.
you know, he could have, if it was a more traditional outfit, he could have kept that coat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I did have like if I was directing this movie, number one, I wouldn't make it because it wouldn't make sense to have villains be heroes.
Yeah.
Number two, if I am gonna have Joker in it, I'm keeping the coat. Everything else gotta go.
Yeah.
Everything else gotta go.
Yeah, unfortunately. What do we got? Ooh, so they
Send in Task Force X. Pretty much, that's what they do.
Yeah, so they get
and this is when we get the scene that's the bane of my existence that even the movie didn't want to play for us.
What's that?
Katana shows.
Oh, we're not okay. Hang on. Well, you already mentioned it a little bit. Oh, so the guard, Mark Wahlberg's brother, and Harley says, "You're dead." And he's like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" He doesn't show up anymore after that.
He sure doesn't. He sure does not.
No. And then we got they insert the bombs in their necks, and that's pretty much it.
He's like, you ready to hear the voice of God? And then it's Amanda Waller, and I said, God wasn't a black woman. What the hell is that? That's not him.
That's not true. Oh yeah, Joker breaks into a factory or something or a science lab with his goons, and
yeah, I already explained that.
Oh yeah, that's right. What did he get again?
I have no idea. He held something. He held some gun thing in his hand. He's like, this looks interesting. He just broke in it. I don't know what he got. I don't know what the point was at. They were just giving this man something to do.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Rick and June teleport down below the subway where Incubus is fighting or just killing.
Oh yeah, they were planning to drop a charge there, drop a bomb, and for some reason, Rick Flag had the brilliant idea to give her the detonator.
Yeah,
he gave her the detonator, and it's like when the bomb's ready, you push the button. She teleported away.
Yeah. So then
June's escaped. I wonder why.
And then she starts stabbing the heart, and then she's like, "Brother,"
and that's when she gets the drip check.
Oh yeah, and then she starts moving weird. I think. Yeah, she starts dancing weird.
I can't remember the name of this actress, but she looks like a mix between Christina Ricci and Daphne Kane, and it hurts.
Yeah, she reminds me of. I think her name's Carrie Russell, the actress I'm thinking of.
No, I think they had her name. It was like Evangeline or something.
Carrie Russell. Yeah, she looks like Carrie Russell. A little bit. So yeah, her and her brother are wreaking havoc, and yeah, they meet.
Cara Delevingne? Delevingne.
I don't know.
Cara Delevingne. However the fuck you say it.
Oh, they play Seven Nation Army when the squad's getting together.
Oh, sweet God, yeah, I forgot.
Because it's an army and they're army men.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot the best part about the movie. Deadshot's line. So what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
Bars.
Hey, hey, he said the name of the movie in the movie. That's bonus points.
Okay.
Hey, he said it. He said it. I did the Leo DiCaprio meme. He said it.
I was like,
Hey, count. They don't even
yeah.
say it in the second film, I don't think.
No.
But yeah, they all hop on the helicopter, and then she shows up.
Oh yeah. Here. Let me get to the part. Hang on.
You're folding.
Here we go. Oh yeah, this is her introduction, by the way. Like they show her, and then they show a flashback of her fighting some dudes,
Yeah.
and that's her exposition for like her husband is dead or whatever.
This is Katana. She's got my back.
I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims. Hold
And
on.
it's crazy. She never uses that gimmick at all in the entire movie.
No.
The whole movie, she doesn't use it.
No, she doesn't.
Not even when Harley Quinn cut Enchantress. Her sword traps the souls of those. Okay, well, Harley cut her in the final battle. It did nothing.
No, it did not.
So not only did the gimmick suck, but she couldn't even really use it.
No.
I don't blame Kimiko for joining the boys.
No.
You went to a much better team.
Soups are corrupt. We can't join.
I'm convinced the boys is actually that universe's depiction of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I'm convinced because there actually is none in the boys universe at all. I'm convinced they're the equivalent to that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I hate to do this, but I'm getting tired.
Man, it's 2 hours. I don't blame you.
Yeah. At least we're about halfway there. So
yeah,
we got the gist of
the boring part out of the way first.
Yeah. Then we get to the other stuff. But that's part one. Again, I feel like Man of Steel is the only one we didn't have to double down on. I just gotta get stuff out of the way. That's on me. But yeah. Stay tuned tomorrow night. If you would like to do tomorrow night. Okay, yeah. So sounds good. So we'll come back for part 2 tomorrow night. And yeah. Cool. See you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Bam. Bye.